What's up, everybody? Jaron Fritz, aka Frizzy Visuals. I'm the creative director for Colorado State Athletics with multiple years of professional sports design and photography experience. And today, we have our Orange Out game versus San Diego State. Now, that might seem a little confusing, but before we became the green and gold Colorado State Rams, we were actually the orange and green Colorado A&M Aggies. So in essence, Orange Out is just like Gold Rush or Whiteout traditions at other schools, but with our old primary color orange. Since it's a special game where we only wear these jerseys once a year, instead of focusing on new and innovative ideas, we're aiming to get as much volume as possible. This doesn't mean we're tossing creativity aside, because we got some pretty cool shots in this video, but as the primary designer for men's basketball, when I start looking at assets for next year's Orange Out, I want to have as many pictures to work with as possible. Enough yapping. Let's hop into Moby. One way I'll be switching it up for this game is keeping that thing on me. And what I mean by that is bringing the white mamba with me down for the first half. Since I haven't really shot warm-ups all year, I thought the Orange Out might be a good day to start. So aura points were lost once I strapped this monstrosity to myself. First shot of the day. I typically avoid shooting warm-ups here because most players don't wear CSU branded shirts, but since it's Orange Out, I'll make an exception. I really like this zoned out focus Cayenne was giving, so I decided to swing over on the other side to capture it. Don't mind my big pasty white hand thirsting for screen time. Warm-ups also present a good opportunity to get the guys who are less featured. The way Darnez and Bowen were seated was great, but the angle is just a bit off. So I moved over near the scores table to adjust the shot. Much better. Staying in the same spot, I captured one of my favorite shots from warm-ups. I'm all about showcasing the raw emotion in sports, and this pregame shot of Jalen absolutely meets my standards. The beads of sweat on his forehead and his closed eyes as we zoom in really adds to it. This isn't just a great photo because of the angle and framing. Comparing the unedited version with the final edit shows just how crucial post-processing is. If you want to see what I do in terms of editing individual photos, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. I might just have to spill all my secrets. Back to the action. I felt I made solid progress with the warm-up shots, however, it was our second televised game in a row, so I had to set the tone. Heading into the game, I knew it would be Orange Out, but it exceeded all my expectations. The contrast with the typical game at Moby was striking. I included this first shot of Lake not because it's an amazing photo, but just to give you a sense of the arena. And it was something about those orange jerseys that just brought the dog up out of us. Pound for pound, Bowen might be the toughest dude we got. I'd like to think the horizontal photo gods would appreciate this. My second one all year. Now this isn't something you'd catch on SportsCenter, but look at this save. Had to show off the hustle play from Morgan. And of course, when there was something that could actually be worthy of a highlight, my GoPro was sleeping on the job, so here's the broadcast.
Look out. Clifford.
Better my GoPro than my camera because I was still able to get the shot. The next play down, I was prepared, but Neek must have been seeing red because... And I was seeing red once that ball bounced out of the rim. Oh, what could have been. Coming down to the final minutes of the first half, Ethan decided to just bulldoze his way for a bucket. That concluded the first half, and I was pleased with what I'd captured. For the second half, I was ready to use my white mamba and maybe a 35, hoping to grab more wide-angle shots at the end with a win hopefully in sight. And if I liked my shots from the first half, I loved this one of Cayenne running up the court. Caught him perfectly framed in between these two. The second half calls for me running up to the huddle to capture some portraits. I love the way the light was bouncing off of Jalen's face, so I switched around to see what it would look like from the other side. I was not disappointed. Keyshawn also never disappoints when shooting him in the huddle. Heading back to the action in front of 23 NBA scouts, Neek decided to turn it up.
Asked a lot and he's delivered. Clifford. Oh!
I was really capitalizing on that maxed out student section in the background. We were nearing the end of the second half, so I switched over to my 35 and told this ref to politely move over just a little bit. Thankfully, he listened. I went over to snag a wider coach's shot with all the orange involved. I knew the boys would be fired up after this big redemption win over San Diego State, so I got on the court to catch some celebration reactions. I also wanted to get a couple new faces going through the line of fans. And like always, when we are on national television, gotta get our guys right. That's it for the photo portion, but we had a ton of graphics leading up to and following the game. This was definitely an event we wanted to promote, so you know I had to put that work in. We kicked things off strong with this orange out poster using Threshold to really make the colors pop. Followed by the digital billboards we ran on campus and across the city of Fort Collins. Then, keeping with that Threshold orange theme, we had a graphic for sellout and student attendance record. For our refresh of templated graphics, we have the usual game day, starting 5, followed with our in-game stats and win graphic. Then on Super Bowl Sunday, I cranked these two graphics out, one showcasing our record in orange and then an offensive rebound record as well. It was an incredible game all around, from action on the court to game presentation. Shooting and designing all the assets was great, and I look forward to another packed out orange out next year. Like and subscribe if you learned something from this video. Drop a comment down what your favorite design of the day was. Until next time.